a budget video. A lot of people have asked how me and Rob budget. Do we follow a certain budget? I know a lot of people do the Dave Ramsey budget. I don't know much about that. We definitely want to read the book and learn more about it, so then maybe we can use that type of budget plan. But as of right now, we just follow something that we just do every single paycheck, and it has really helped us be able to save, see where our money's going, because a lot of times when Rob got his big promotion, the more money you make, you sometimes wonder like where the heck it's going. So so this helps us be able to both sit down, see where our money's going, and we're actually able to save more and able to have more spending money. Because before, when we would just like, he would have his debit card, I would have mine, which we still have our own debit cards, but like we would just swipe and it's like you don't really know where your money's going. I'll explain exactly how we do it and everything like that. We sit down with a blank piece of paper and we add everything up, and I will show you how it looks when it's done. Now I'm not going to show you our numbers, like, you know, how much he makes and everything and how much I make. I will show you the layout of how we do our budget. And it's nothing fancy or anything like that by any means. So this is what it would look like at first. It says budget up here, and then this would be my side, this is Rob's side, and then what our check was for that week, which we're both on a salary, so it's the same every single 2 weeks. So here's mine, here's Rob's. Obviously I'm not showing you guys exactly how much we make. We each have different bills that we're in charge of. Rob's in charge of the mortgage, his student loans, and a few other different things. I'm in charge of the gas, electric, my car insurance, well, our car insurance. We both are in charge of our phone payments. I'm trying to think what else I'm in charge of. Oh, and I'm also in charge of like Comcast. And either one of us will do daycare. And then we're each in charge of our own like credit cards. Like I think he has 2 credit cards that he's paying off, and I have a couple that I'm paying off. I'm almost done paying mine off, so it feels really good to not have any more credit cards. I haven't used mine in like over a year, so I can't wait for those to be done. So after we write down how much our checks were, we then subtract all of the bills that are due that paycheck. So say it says this is our check amount, and then these are our bills, and then this is what we're left with. So on each side it will show what I have left in my account and what he has left in his account. We add it all up and add it all together, and then we'll write down the total down here, how much we have left. Now in this section, it's not, daycare's not included, food's not included, it's just bills that are due every single month at the same exact time, basically, like mortgage, insurance, electric, gas, all those types of things. Those are the bills that we subtract up here, if that makes any sense. I hope this is making sense to you guys. So down here we're going to write what we need, and like I said, it's not fancy, it doesn't have to be. It's just important that you sit down to do a budget with your spouse so you can really see where your money's going. By what we need, we're talking about what we have to pay for. Groceries, so we'd write down, okay, what we need, groceries. Then we're going to discuss what we're going to spend on groceries that paycheck. And then daycare, also talk about daycare, how much daycare is going to be that during that payment time. And sometimes if daycare is closed for some reason, like a holiday, we don't have to pay, so that comes into account of how much daycare is going to be, or if he has to go an extra day or something like that. So what we need would be groceries, daycare, if we need something for the house that we have to get. So those are the things that go in that section. But it's not what you want, it's what you need, what has to be bought, not what you just want to get. So after you write down what you need, you would then write what you want. So in this section, what you want, we're talking about things that I might want to get for Paxton or Rob might want to get. Okay, the water park that we want to get a season pass for, that would be what we want. We want to get season pass this paycheck for me and Rob, so we'd write that down and that would be in what we want. If Rob wants to get, you know, a couple of shirts, we'd budget for clothes. Paxton's clothes are going to be on here. Obviously, you know, he needs clothes, but it's more of a want because he can survive on what he has. We just want to get him new clothes or new shoes. Something along those lines is what you want. So then we put that down here. So after you write down what your budget, what you're left with, then you're going to do what you need. After you do what you need, say groceries, daycare, you write down what you want. And this is not your spending money, this is budgeted for. We each get spending money as well, and that is to be used for gas and whatever else you want to buy. That's up to you. And we just get cash out for that. So what you want, and then we do spending money. As for spending money, we get the same exact amount to spend, and we, as soon as we get paid, we take that money out. Usually we're so used to like budgeting now that it's the same amount every single paycheck usually. So after doing the budget, what we need, what we want, and the spending money, after we discuss our bills, see what's left, we talk about what we need. Obviously we have to get these things, we need them. So then we subtract from that total amount that we had up here, we subtract the things we need, and then we discuss about the things that we want. Are the things that we want something we can get right now, or should we wait until next paycheck? So that goes into account. And also before we discuss the things that we want, we discuss how much we're going to put in our savings, because we have to put money into our savings before we discuss what we want. So after discussing how much will go into our savings, then we discuss what we want, such as the season passes or clothes for Paxton or something that Rob might want, or, you know, a book that I might want, something like that. Then we talk about spending money. And like I said, it's usually the same amount each paycheck because we're so used to it now. After you've subtracted the what you need from your grand total, you'll discuss if you can get the what you want things, and you subtract that from your main total as well. And then you will talk about how much money you'll get for spending money. After the spending money, then the rest of the money will stay in our accounts, and we will just, if it stays in there, it just stays in there, and we'll just save it. But if something comes up where we might need extra money for something that might come up, then we'll discuss it, and then we will use our debit money. You don't have to do a budget like that. You can make one up yourself. This is just what works for us, and it's easy and it's quick and it's simple, and it helps our marriage so much, and I'm so thankful for that. And we're able to save, which is an amazing thing. So that is exactly how we do our budget. I hope that wasn't totally confusing for you guys, because I feel like it can be confusing when you're not seeing all the numbers. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful for you guys. And if you haven't started a budget, I wish that we'd started a budget a long time ago, because now that we have a budget, it makes me want to save more, and I can't wait to get paid again just so I can put money into the savings. So, and it feels good to know that, you know, if something happens, we have a savings to go into, and we have money that, God forbid, an emergency came up. If we don't have a savings, then we're not going to be able to fix the problem that, you know, might be happening to our house or something like that, or do projects. And another thing that's great about having a budget is, before, when we would just have our debit cards, I would feel so guilty like buying myself anything, because it's like, oh man, I don't know, because we weren't on the same page really. And being able to know, like, okay, you have spending money, I have spending money, and there's no questions asked, and you can buy whatever you want, I can buy whatever I want. It feels good, and I actually am able to buy myself way more than I was before, just because before I used to feel so guilty just like buying something, and he was the same way, because you're not like discussing it. And now we don't have to discuss what we're buying, we just each get our own separate spending money, which is really nice. And having a budget also really helps our marriage, because Rob would get stressed out about money and wasn't thinking that I was taking it seriously. Now that we're able to look at all of our bills, see what we need, see what we want, and include our spending money and know what we're able to save, it's so much better for our marriage. Money is a big problem for a lot of couples, and it's so nice when it's not. And you're on the same page. Alright, you guys, I'll see you next time. Bye! But I was looking through the comments on yesterday's video, and some people were, like 2 people asked if Paxton's speech is delayed. And no, his speech is definitely not delayed. At 21 months, he's only 20 months, but I'll just round it to 21 months. They're supposed to be saying between like 12 and 15 words, and Paxton says well over 20 words. Like, he can say a lot of words.